Growing up, I had a younger brother named Shane. And Shane was a fantastic, wonderful young guy. But he also happened to have a significant disability. Despite this, Shane was no different to anyone in this room. His dream was to work a good job and to be part of the community that he grew up in. And as a young man, I really thought that was possible for Shane. But when my dad passed away when I was just 18, and I started to take more responsibility in the life of my younger brother, I suddenly started to realise just how difficult life can be for many of the 4 million Australians with disabilities. Now, I don't want to bore you with statistics here tonight, but I do want to share a quote with you that I read in the first stages of my journey that really impacted me very deeply. And it says, "People with disabilities in Australia live desperate and lonely lives of exclusion and isolation. They are ignored, invisible, and silent." And as my brother approached the end of school, I suddenly realised that he too was facing a life of unemployment and social isolation, simply because he had a disability. Instead of using his particular skills and abilities for good, Shane was facing a life spent in his wheelchair falling asleep at the local disability daycare centre. Despite the fact that everyone in this room knows a meaningful occupation in life is essential to our physical and emotional and social and financial well-being, we have a disability system in this country that literally writes off hundreds of thousands of people before they've even left school. When I realised Shane's situation was similar to 420,000 15 to 24-year-olds with the same similar disabilities, I decided to do something about it. And so, along with my sister and a group of wonderful volunteers, we started an organisation called Fighting Chance, which has now been operating for 3 years. At its core, Fighting Chance exists to create training, skill development and employment opportunities for young people with the most significant disabilities in our community, people who otherwise don't get a shot. To do this, we develop great training and education programs, as well as innovative social enterprise businesses. Together, these create opportunities for everyone to access the world of work, to access and develop key skills that they need, and to find a sense of purpose and meaning that the rest of us so often take for granted from our working lives. In the last 3 years, we've seen an overwhelming need in communities all around Australia for programs like ours. And as a result, we have plans to expand nationally. But tonight I'm here to tell you about just one of the most important component programs that Fighting Chance runs, which needs critical investment now if we're to realise our ambitions in the future. And it's called the Work Experience Program. You see, what we've learned over the last 3 years is that pervasive and long-term unemployment for young adults with disabilities starts well before their first job interview. It starts with the cycle of rejection and isolation that so many face from such a young age. I invite you to consider this. What chance do young people with disabilities have to be positive about their future when they're told from such an early age that they're unemployable? This was the case with my brother, and I saw the impact that it had. But we at Fighting Chance believe that no one is employable, that everyone has skills and abilities that they can contribute. We've developed this unique work experience program, which we believe is a game changer in the fight to get more people with disabilities into jobs. We target teens and young adults between 15 and 18 who are at risk of long-term unemployment because of their disabilities. Our program combines a structured curriculum of training and development and real-time experience in our social businesses, with the goal for many being to gain experience, training and the confidence that they need to go out into the world and to pursue their ambitions. Ultimately, we provide a sense of hope through experience that has such an incredible impact on the individuals involved. So where are we now? Well, last year we launched the program and we were able to support 9 students across the year. With your support tonight, and with an investment of around $15,000, we can take that number up to 35 individuals per year. The money that we are given tonight will be used to invest in the workplace, in the adaptive equipment, and in the training materials and resources that we need to fully implement this program. And what would a dream investment of $30,000 look like? That would allow us to start to look at how we package this program up and take it out and roll it out in other areas around Sydney. Fundamentally, we believe that empowering people with disabilities through knowledge and experience of what is possible is the first step in breaking the cycle of rejection and isolation that so many face from such a young age. Sadly, my brother passed away in 2011 and isn't here today to see the work that his life inspired. But we go on with the hope that we may one day create the opportunities for others that he so desperately deserved. Please support us in this important work.